Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the New York Knicks potentially hiring Mike Brown, former Sacramento Kings head coach. It was reported yesterday that the Knicks are interested. This was by NBA Central, that the Knicks are interested in Mike Brown and Luke Walton, two former Sacramento Kings head coaches. One was a lot more successful than the other, and that was Mike Brown. Luke Walton was there for 2 full seasons, didn't have one winning season. Mike Brown had 2 winning seasons with the Sacramento Kings. His first 2 full seasons, the team got 48 wins, being the 3 seed in their first season. And then it was the 3 seed. And then the second season, 46 wins, and that limited them to being a play-in team. And then this year it got off to a really rough start, went 13-18, and the Kings made a decision to fire Mike Brown. And that didn't go out too well for them, because that didn't make Darren Fox happy. That led to him getting traded. And so, honestly, I don't know if that was a great decision by the Kings. I like Doug Christie, though. I'm not saying I'd rather Doug Christie than Mike Brown. I'm not saying that was a good decision for them to fire Mike Brown and replace him with with Doug Christie. But I do think Doug Christie has what it takes to be a good head coach. And I think he did a solid job when he took over for Mike Brown. But getting into the conversation of him potentially becoming the Knicks head coach, I think it would be a solid hire. Look, he's got experience, was with the Cavs for a long time. They went 305 and 187 with them. They went to the finals with Mike Brown. You look at his history with Golden State, that might not be at the head coaching level, but that is championship level basketball of coaching. Keep in mind, he was a big part at the head coach level for the Warriors in the 2016-17 playoff run, because Steve Kerr had that back issue where he couldn't be on the sidelines, and Mike Brown took over for a good chunk of the playoffs, coaching the Warriors as their interim head coach. Eventually, Steve Kerr returned in the NBA Finals that year, but Mike Brown coached them most that playoff run outside of the NBA Finals. So, and then you look at him being an assistant head coach for 3 championships. Obviously, the back-to-back championships the Warriors had, and then that 2021-22 championship. Another thing I want to point out, and I think this is very interesting if you look at it, Kevin Durant. There have been these Kevin Durant New York Knicks rumors about him potentially ending up in New York. I don't know how likely it is, because we just heard this report that Phoenix is not interested in Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought they would be, because, just think about that. They need a center. They want a center. They don't want Cat for Kevin Durant. That's interesting. You might have to give up some other assets if you want to get Kevin Durant. You might have to give up one of Bridges or OG, or maybe both, in order to get Kevin. I don't know how willing New York would be to do that. But if the Knicks really do want Kevin Durant, maybe you offer OG, Anunoby, and Josh Hart, and some other pieces with Kevin Durant, and you pair Durant with Bridges, Cat, and Brunson if they really don't want, to bring in Cat. But there are these rumors about Durant, potentially ending up in New York. I'm sure he could be interested in them, and we know the Knicks are interested in him. They were trying to make a move for him at the deadline and could be interested now. There is history between Mike Brown and Kevin Durant. They were on the same team for 3 seasons, as Mike Brown was the assistant for Golden State. The 3 seasons Kevin Durant was there. So there is some history between Mike Brown and Kevin Durant, and that's one reason why you could look too high. Obviously, you've got the fact he's a great head coach, has had success with Cleveland, Golden State as an assistant, Sacramento, the 2 full seasons he had there. He's had success as a head coach and as an assistant, and it just does a really good job there, of course, but also the relationship with KD could be an extra reason to potentially hire Mike Brown. But you guys give me your thoughts in the comment section on this potential hire, and peace out.